I'm Bill Ditty. I'm a CPA and a forensic accountant. My firm specializes in working with attorneys involved with divorce litigation and business disputes. We perform business valuations. We look for hidden assets and hidden income. We assist in asset divisions. We work with wrongful termination cases and other economic damages. It is our firm's belief that things need to be done in a clear, concise fashion, that negotiations are the best way to settle the case, to avoid the courtroom if at all possible, that we are ready to present in court if need be. Our expert testimony work has been done for many years and is a part of our practice. I am Bill Ditty. My firm is Ditty Financial Advisors. My firm handles a number of financial issues: business valuations, shareholder disputes, wrongful terminations. But a big part of my practice is dealing with divorce litigation. I work in concert with the attorney to, as much as possible, reduce the emotional aspects of it, because those of you out there who've gone through a divorce, and it's a good number of you out there, you know how emotionally draining it can be. My job is to ensure, as much as humanly possible, the concept of economic equity, of a degree of fairness. And while that concept of fairness can be argued and debated forever, there is justifications and support for the numbers that I arrive at, for my analysis of how assets should be divided, all the while working in concert with the attorney. Because my job is to work as the assistant to the attorney, not as the lead person. And I always seek and get guidance from the attorney as we work on very difficult situations such as divorces. And I like to continue to grow those relationships. I like to be involved in my community in many different ways. I might first mention that I think a part of my community involvement is the work that I do with divorces. People who are going through a hugely horrible emotional issue. I work with the attorney to try to make sure that neither party is impoverished, that there is an economic hope after the heartbreak of a divorce. I also work with the community with providing time at the local food pantry. We work distributing food out to the homeless. I also do a couple other mission trips down to Mexico to build some homes, as well as I work with an AIDS clinic in Africa. The reason why I got involved with the clinic is I'm also a firefighter and a paramedic for Jackson Township Fire Department. I'm a part-timer down there. I'm only down there about 3 or 4 days a month doing a 24-hour shift. But that is a way for me to contribute to my community and to get to know the wonderful guys at the fire department who have patiently nurtured me through this very dynamic and very different occupation from what I do working as a forensic accountant. So I'm very fortunate in terms that I get to deal with things both economically as well as one-on-one with the community and the larger world that we live in, allowing one to work within those things that you find important in your life. And all those things are important to me. Questions about forensic accounting come up very, very often. People, whenever they hear the word forensics, especially because of popular TV shows, think of someone with a magnifying glass looking at the silhouette chalk outline of a body in a darkened alley. What forensics actually means is preparing information for presentation in a court of law. And that's what I do. The work that I do while working with attorneys in divorce matters, looking for hidden assets, hidden income, that sort of stuff, business valuations that are part of a divorce controversy or shareholder dispute. All that requires a particular way of putting the information together in such a way that it can be presented to the court in a fashion that they can understand, because there's a lot of technicalities that go into forensic work, but obviously not being condescending, not talking down to the parties involved either. And because of the highly technical and complicated nature of it, I am regularly working on certifications and continuing education to hone and refine my skills. One institute, the American Institute of CPAs, has a certified financial forensics designation, a CFF, which I have. The association that I have my valuation certification from also has a certified forensic financial analyst, CFFA, a lot of letters I know, involved with that. It's very important to me to maintain my continuing education, to stay abreast of the current trends of what's going on. the concepts of investigating those cases where you believe there's been an improper financial transaction. And coordinating my work with attorneys allows me then to work in such a way that my material might be helpful to settling the case before it even gets to court. And if it does come to that, it is court ready and ready for presentation. Continuing professional education is important to all of us. It's a big part of what I do. I regularly go to conferences to improve and hone my skills that I utilize helping attorneys and their clients with their situations. I also know professional education is important to attorneys as well. And I've spent many years speaking to numerous groups, locally and nationally, providing continuing education to attorneys, covering the areas that I work with them on: business valuations, hidden assets, hidden income, those issues that are part of their practices, so they can understand what my work is and what the work of other forensic accountants are, and so they can understand and have a general idea of what it takes for what we need to do. My name is Bill Ditty, and I'm a CPA and a forensic accountant.